Greetings, it's Naturopath Eric Backer. Thanks for tuning into my video. I got a question here today from a gentleman called Stephen in Arizona in America. Stephen's asking me if selenium, the trace element selenium, is any good for Candida yeast infections. Well, let me tell you a little about selenium there. Selenium is critical for when it comes to immune function health. Some of the most important minerals for immune function health would have to be iodine, selenium and zinc. And there are a host of vitamins like vitamin D and various other vitamins that are important. So selenium in particular helps really to power up many different enzyme systems in the body. And selenoproteins are produced from when a particular antioxidant enzyme helps to work on selenium to convert it into selenoproteins. So selenoproteins help to power up many aspects of cell and humoral mediated immunity. So cell-mediated immunity being the front end of the immune system, and the humoral being the back end, the lymphocytes. So phagocytes, neutrophils, for example, cells which power up the cell-mediated help to gobble up, bacteria and help to work on fungus, for example. Bacteria, and according to the Candida Institute in America, bacteria outnumber yeast cells in the body by about 10 to 1. And a very powerful immune system, particularly the cell-mediated, will keep this balance in check, carefully in check. When the cell-mediated starts dropping off, yeast can start multiplying more rapidly and take over the body, particularly if there are bad levels of beneficial bacteria, which also further help to police the body and create special chemicals which keep this balance in careful control. German research has found when it comes to selenium, we initially thought that we needed about 150 to 200 micrograms per day to saturate certain enzymes, and make the body very effective. But now we know there are many more enzymes we recently discovered that are selenium dependent that require up to 300 to 400 micrograms per day. So people with major yeast infection, I recommend they usually start around 150 to 200 micrograms and build up to about 300 micrograms or 350. Don't exceed 350, 400. You don't need to. And this is going to help to really make a lot of hundreds of different enzyme systems, power them up to really help to boost immune function to fight Candida. So selenium is extremely important trace element. It's also important to help prevent heart disease and many types of cancers, particularly if you take selenium in conjunction with vitamin E, because these antioxidants work very well together. 300 micrograms of selenium, 400 international units of a good mixed tocopherol, supplement. Tocotrienols and tocopherols combined even better. Take a couple of hundred, or take a couple of, about 12 milligrams, I think, is a good dose of iodine to take every day, along with this mix. Some vitamin D and 20 to 30 milligrams of zinc per day, keep the copper in balance. So, now you're talking really good immune boosting power for the body to help fight Candida yeast infections. So selenium is often lacking in a lot of different places around the world, particularly countries here like in New Zealand. Countries that have been heavily glaciated in the past have very low levels of trace elements. A lot of them got washed out to sea millions of years ago. So if you live in an area with a lot of glaciation, that occurred a long time ago, like Scotland, Norway, New Zealand, you're going to have major selenium problems. Same around America, many states have got low levels of selenium. And there's a lot of scaremongering about selenium, about nails dropping off and things like this, skin turning weird colours, but I've never seen it happen with selenium, even in amounts 500 micrograms per day sustained. I've never seen it happening. It's funny how all this scaremongering occurs often by medical people who willingly dish out toxic pills to people, but then they point the finger at vital elements like selenium. So make sure that you're taking a good multivitamin with selenium in it every day. And if you want an antioxidant formula, be sure that it's got sufficient levels of selenium in it as well. So I hope that answers your question. Thanks for the question.